Hi folks, Bren here again with Secret Revenge Gaming. Who the heck are you?
I'm Matt with Secret Revenge Gaming. Sneak attack.
Okay, well why don't you tell us what we're doing here today?
Today we're going ahead and making a video, going ahead and telling you about our passion, where we want to go ahead and go with the business, and basically how we met. So,
Alright, so with that, Matt and I are both Army veterans, and we met when we were stationed together in Germany. And it's a pretty funny story how I met this guy.
yes, basically I was walking through the barracks one day. I had a case of beer under one arm. I was drinking one with the other hand, and I ran across this guy.
I had popped out my door just to see what was going on, and I saw this lanky dude walking down the hallway with a box as big as he was. And I said, "There's no way you're drinking all that."
And I knew that he did not know how much I could drink, but I still offered him a beer at that point in time.
Said, "Come on in, man. I've got a bottle opener in here."
And basically went into his room, and there on his computer was Dark Age of Camelot. He had Monty Python going ahead playing on the television, and I just remember this is like the nerdiest nerdy guy that I've ever met, and I realized that I liked everything that he was doing, and I'm like going, oh good God, I'm a nerd guy as well. And ever since then we've been kind of gaming and the best of friends.
So, with that, Matt came to me about a year ago with a plan. He had just finished up his business degree, and he said, "Hey, how serious are you?" Because you knew I was into tabletop gaming as well as video games and stuff that we had done for years. He said, "How serious are you about, your hobby? Would you think about making money out of it?" And I'm like, I think that's a great idea. I'd love to do this. It's kind of a dream to be in the gaming profession. Right? So he pitched an idea. We drew up some sheets and worked it all out. And then life sort of got in the way.
Oh, we basically tabled it.
So here it is 1 year later, and we've actually made some concrete moves forward. And what we're going to do is we have a new and improved plan to bring you the best of tabletop gaming.
Yes, but before we get into that, I know I've been kind of absent for the most part, so I thought I'd go ahead and tell you a little bit about myself and how I got started into gaming. My background basically is into research. I was in the military for about 8 years. One of the programs I was in actually made me a subject matter expert on research, learning, and doing. I've also created numerous business plans and marketing strategies for different small startup businesses. Some of them decided to go ahead and follow my marketing strategies and plans to a T, and they are actually still a great success today. The ones that did not actually, unfortunately, ended up failing. And, well, Bren, how about you? What's your background?
Well, pretty much a lifelong gamer, and I've been doing it since before high school. So I got my Eagle Scout while I was in, did a little bit of college, and then ended up going 8 years in the Army. I worked in applied fields and in a couple different aspects, and got out, went to college again. I'm boosting and refining the years that I have, leadership, research, and creative skills. Now, I've been working for the past 4 years in retail, administration, and logistics professionally. And while I continue to still work on those leadership, creative, and marketing skills. Now, it was while I was deployed to Afghanistan 2010, 2011 that I met more like-minded individuals. I mean, they were out there doing the work and shooting guns and stuff, but they also like to roll dice and move toy soldiers around the battlefield. And I was like, cool, you guys do this stuff too? Amazing. They convinced me to spend money on toy soldiers, and I've been kind of leading that cavalry charge ever since.
As for me, I first got started into gaming back when I was going to school in Wyoming. My friends basically came up to me. They said, "Hey, we got this cool game. It's called Rifts. Would you like to come by and play it?" During the first campaign, I managed to get both of my legs chopped off. And yeah, apparently you do not go out by yourself, and I learned that very quickly.
Never split the party.
Never split the party. But after that, they got me into Shadowrun, Dungeons and Dragons. They introduced me to Diablo 2, Neverwinter Night, and Baldur's Gates. Throughout the years, I also picked up MMOs as well, such as World of Warcraft, real-time strategies, such as StarCraft, StarCraft 2. 5v5 PvP games such as League of Legends, and that has been basically it. Oh, and first-person shooters, Modern
Yeah,
Warfare.
you're good at that.
How did I forget the one thing that I just destroy people at? You know,
Didn't you make money with that too?
I made a lot of money off of World of Warcraft and some off of Modern Warfare for about 3 years between 2009 and 2012. Yeah, 9, 10, 11, end of 9, early 12. Let's go ahead.
So yeah, I mean, I did a lot of that stuff too. In middle school, I was playing Magic the Gathering. In elementary school, Dad was into board games a lot, and he had introduced me to a love of gaming. In high school, I was playing Warcraft 1 and 2, and Baldur's Gate, a lot of other things, Diablo 1, Panzer General. I was part of the chess club, except we like to play Shadowrun in there instead. Did some D&D and things, and when I was going through the Army, it was fun. After all the stresses of the day, sometimes we would get together and play RPGs, tabletop RPGs, pen and paper, dice rolling, and imagination storytelling games with my buddies like Matt here.
But basically now, especially getting into League of Legends and a whole bunch of my friends, which didn't play as well as me, I actually found out that I love teaching people how to play or showing them new things. I understand that it's a lot of work, but I absolutely love doing it now. And so that's where I'm at, and this is kind of like why I'm here. I want to basically work so that you guys can go ahead and play better.
Love it. All right, folks, so you've heard from us, two titans of nerddom, about our history, and we've got great plans for the future of Secret Revenge Gaming.
Yes, so we want to basically go ahead and hear from you. We want to hear from the gamers, we want to hear from the painters, and we want to hear from the shop owners. We want you to go ahead and tell us what you would like to see, what you would like to learn, or what you would like to go ahead and allow us to cover for you.
All right, well, in addition to that, we're going to be doing commission artwork, painting stuff, sculpting, whatever. If you don't exactly have the time to get something done, go ahead and check out our website, our Instagram and Facebook, and you'll see some of the work that we can do for you. In addition, we're going to be spotlighting local artists, right? And people from around the nation, around the globe. Whoever we find that, send your stuff in to us, and we'll give you guys a shout out.
We also want to go ahead and spotlight other painters as well. So if you know somebody that does an amazing job in your local area, just go ahead and give us a shout out. So maybe if you could go ahead and give us their contact information, we'd love to actually get in contact with them and just do a spotlight on that painter right there. After all, this is a community. As for me, I'm actually going to be starting up my very first army. I'm going to go ahead and be putting on a blog. I do want to hear from you. I want to know what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, and any techniques whatsoever that I can go ahead and go through and fix it. But with that being said,
we're also going to do some unboxing game videos, like you see out there all the time, some game reviews, right? And let's play videos, battle reports, stuff like that, of new and old games. So as you can see, we have a lot planned.
And we would like to thank you all for watching our video. We want to, we want you guys to go ahead and follow our blog. Go ahead and make sure that you hit the like button, and follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. And as always, have fun gaming.